Welcome everyone to a Members Choice class. Today we're going to talk and teach you about sorbets. Jamie, what is a sorbet?
Sorbet, wow. Sorbet is something that we started just about 10 years ago. I didn't grow up with this. I'd never eaten any out in a restaurant or anything like that, but we found, it's kind of an interesting story. I'll have to tell you the story, how this all came about. A friend called us one day, it was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and he said, Jamie, I've got about 7 or 8 bushels of peaches.
Bushels?
Yes. He owned a peach orchard, and he said, I've got about 7 or 8, and if you want them, you can have them, come get them right now. 7 or 8
what did you do?
bushels. Well, even I know that's too many for me.
Yeah.
So I called one friend and I said, if you want to come over, somebody has offered me something. She had a large family. Come on over. So she did. There were 5 of us, and it literally took all night to process those peaches. And by 4 o'clock in the morning, I could not possibly have cared less. And so we were doing things like squeezing the peaches so that the pit would come out, and plopping it in our food processor and bizzing it up and putting it in a Ziploc bag, something like this.
It was that ripe you could just squeeze it.
It
and
was
pop
dead
it.
ripe. The
Okay.
juice was running down the arms if you were to eat it. It was, I mean, we had to hose each other off in the morning because we were just full of juicy wonderfulness.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what we did. And both she and I filled our freezers full. And when we decided that we liked peaches again, which took, several weeks, we pulled the baggie out of the freezer. And this happens to be strawberry, but we had a bag just like this in the freezer. And we put it back in the food processor or your Vitamix and bizzed it up. And we found that that was our absolute all-time favorite dessert.
Okay, so you put it in still frozen, and then or somewhat thawed.
Well, we thawed it
And then
just a
you
little
just-
bit so that it wouldn't be a rock. But you could tell that it's still hard in the center there. And we emptied that and we put that in our food processor. And we just bizzed it up, and it turned into an icy, rich, sweet dessert. And because, of course, we had 7 or 8 bushels, anybody who ever came to our house got to eat
Was
peach
privy to it,
sorbet.
yes.
And
Yeah.
we were known far and wide for this phenomenal dessert. And this dessert had one ingredient, and it was dead ripe peaches.